Welcome back to Johnny Go Vroom, guys. I appreciate you being here. If you didn't know, I started this channel because EUC helped me with my depression. It got me away from alcohol. It got me out of toxic, weird living cycles. And I really believe that it can do the same for every single person who has an opportunity to at least try it. But before you get to try it, you got to see it. If you want to help me on my mission to spread the EUC gospel, just like, subscribe, and keep on coming back. The electric unicycle that I'm riding today, it's called the Extreme Bull Rocket. It's a 168 volt wheel. It's 14 inches, or at least that's the class that it's in. It's got 100 millimeter suspension travel. Basically, what it breaks down to is it's the smallest, fastest wheel with the biggest suspension travel that you can get on the market right now. If it looks exciting to you, and at any point in time that you decide that you want to purchase one of these things, this Extreme Bull Rocket, check down in the description below and I'll have a link to NextGen Mobility. They will get you taken care of. Rob Thale's a wonderful dude who's determined and damn dedicated to the EUC community. You're in good hands if you go over there. So check that out in the description below. Some of you may know, some of you may not know, but I'm a personal trainer. I do that 5 days a week and then, kind of volunteer on the weekend for it as well. Kind of because I helped my friend get started teaching his own class out here in Gainesville at Westside Park. And now he's teaching this wonderful mobility class for people. And it's just a free thing for people to do on the weekend. And I attend the class and I kind of help him with pointers here and there where he needs it. But it's getting to where he's pretty much got the whole class locked in. So if you're ever in Gainesville, Florida, and you want to do something on a Sunday, come out to Albert Massey Park, formerly Westside Park, on Sunday at 9 a.m. and you'll see us all out there getting our mobility on, man. It's a wonderful time. So I say all that because I actually wanted to start training racers, but I didn't really know who to reach out to or how to go about it. And so I just do what I normally do and reach out to somebody randomly who seems dedicated and try to see if they'll follow kind of the map. And I did. I reached out to a guy named Drew Hawkins. We had already been talking. He ended up picking up a V14 and I started training him. And lo and behold, my dude, after we started training, he got second place in one of his events. And then most recently, he got first place riding his Apex, guys. So I just wanted to give a big round of applause to Drew, but not only for the fact that I'm now training him, because that's nothing to celebrate really, but not just because of his victories, even though that's something to celebrate, but because today, the 7th of September, it marks 3 years since his last drug or drink of alcohol. He credits United Recovery for his ability to stick to his plan, and I think that's absolutely beautiful. It's crazy to see somebody inside of the community, somebody so close to me even, that is just doing his very best and thriving and sober and living the dream. So guys, if you can, just in the comments down below, give a big round of applause to Drew. Share your own story if you have one. And I'm so grateful, guys. It's such an awesome thing to see. So congratulations, Drew. I am so proud of you, bro. If you don't hear it every single day, you are the man. And you are making the world a better place every single day, just by your example, bro. I really can't tell you how much I've been enjoying this Extreme Bull Rocket. One thing that people often ask me with regard to this wheel is, would I prefer it better with a knobby tire? Do I think I want a knobby tire? Do I experience any instability or wobbles or anything like that? And the answer on all of those accounts is no, and no. I don't want a knobby tire on here. The reason is I prefer the control that I have on the corners of the tire when I'm hitting turns. I just like the way that this feels. I imagine for some people it may be a little bit too much feedback, and for those people I would highly recommend going with the knobby. But for me myself, I absolutely love the tire profile and the way the suspension works along with it in conjunction. It's just a fabulous piece of kit, seriously. The wheel being so small, you get that tire spinning so many times a second. It's just crazy how fast it gets to going, or feeling at least. Because around campus the speed limit's 20 miles an hour, and I don't go much past like 20, 22 like that when I'm riding. And you just get this overwhelming sense of like speed, no matter how slow you're going. So when you get to going fast, you do feel like you're about to jump off a bridge. It feels like surreal. And then, I didn't expect it to be competent at things like this, but being able to go downstairs, it just holds its own. You don't really miss the fact that it's not a bigger tire, which the volatility of these small tires going downstairs, depending on the size of the stairs, can be pretty crazy. So, I absolutely love this wheel, the Extreme Bull Rocket. It's definitely been one of my favorite wheels of 2025. And I think you guys, if you haven't had a chance to ride one, definitely, holler at somebody that you know that's got one, or I'm not really sure how you could go about it otherwise, but really and truly, nothing else feels like it. So just wanted to mention that. Guys, KingSong, they've been cooking. I'll be honest, guys, when I saw the S19 and the S16 were being delivered with like phantom drain batteries, and there was engineering problems with that, and then you see the F22 get dropped, and this wheel is uber duper powerful, but it's hella slow. It feels like a freaking cow. And you're like, what are you even thinking over there, KingSong? Do you even want to make electric unicycles? And then out of nowhere, this thing pops up. The F18, it's gone through a couple different iterations as far as what the final offering would be. But what we have finally is this 5,000 watt high torque motor backed up by 36 MOSFETs. It's got a 2,700 watt hour battery pack sitting in there, the 50S Samsung's. It's a 151 volt system, weighs about 88 pounds. It's got 100 millimeter travel. For reference, that's the same amount of travel that the Rocket has. I can't help but say that. It's got an estimated top speed of about 55 miles per hour, which is kind of the same for the Rocket, but not riding. You don't want to ride at 55 miles an hour for the entire time. But 55 is huge for the formerly conservative 43 mile an hour arbitrarily capping KingSong. And guys, honestly, when I saw the way that it was able to go up the stairs while he was holding the person on his back, and there was zero like dip at all, this thing was rock solid going up the stairs. That suspension looks absolutely class leading. I haven't seen a suspension yet in 2025 that looks that impressive. And so to me, I am very excited about the F18. If you want to purchase your own F18, you can check out NextGen Mobility online. They have the pre-orders up right now. I think they've got some coming in very soon. And if you live in the great state of Florida, then you can check out the PEV Connection. They are getting some F18s in for demo, and we'll be stocking some, I'm pretty sure. I am super duper excited about this wheel. KingSong, good on you. I'm really excited to see what you do. Don't mess it up. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, we got so many cool things going on, guys. We've seen some people in the past do their cross-country trips on their electric unicycles, and this year we've got Brandon Song locking in, riding with his friends across the country. I always like to lift up these experiences and support them. However, Brandon's ride did get cut short. His wheel was in need of a new motherboard. E-Wheels is fast-tracking him a new motherboard to get him back on the road. Guys, keep Brandon in your prayers. Let's hope that he can finish off this mission with grace and poise. Brandon, we're all rooting for you, man. It takes a lot of courage to want to try to ride from one side of the country to the other side of the country on these very novel pieces of equipment, these very novel pieces of technology. But every single time one of you guys does something like that, it really inspires the rest of us and makes everything seem a little bit more possible. That one park that's like 50 miles away, it seems a little bit closer. You know, that one city that you were like, oh man, it's just too far. It's a little bit closer. And guys like you inspire us, man. So keep it up, man. Don't lose the faith. Look, riding across the country is not my can of beans at all, but would any of you care to do that? Or any of you out there interested in this cross-country stuff? Leave some kind words for Brandon down in the bottom and let me know if you were the type to go on some crazy-ass adventure like this. I really appreciate you guys hanging out and vibing with me yet again on another episode of Johnny Go Vroom. It means so much that you guys vibe, that you guys chill, that you guys support what it is that I'm doing, that we're trying to keep this positive, trying to bring nothing but that good energy to all of you. So this has been another great week. I hope that you enjoy yourselves riding your electric unicycles. Again, the wheel that I am riding is the Extreme Bull Rocket. This thing is fast as all day long, man. And as I mentioned, it's got 100 millimeter suspension travel. Let that sink in. Just like the electric unicycle you just saw, the F18. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, did the universe and karma have other plans for these fanboys, didn't they? So you've got your Extreme Bull fanboys out there that were poo-pooing everybody on the heralding, on the coming of the great Commander Max. And when it lands, lo and behold, it is human and prone to issues just like any other wheel can be. Then we had, with almost zero breathing room at all, we had Leaperkin fanboys jumping out of the corners saying, but guess what? While they were talking, their Oryxes were being recalled with motherboard issues. The capacitors were faulty, it seems. And so nobody got out free this season. And I'm just over here laughing because I understand, probably as much as most people in my audience, I'm not going to say better than, that all of these wheels, they will come with problems. It is possible for any of these companies to order things from another company and for those issues, for QC issues to happen. It is entirely possible. It is no reflection on the company as a whole. So definitely feels like karma had some lessons for fanboys with a whole lot of vitriol this season. So eat your heart out, guys. Enjoy just riding these wheels. Be a little bit nicer to each other. Alrighty, guys. Tea time. Tea time also comes in the form of a sponsor shout out, which is so weird. It shouldn't be that way, right? Or maybe it should. You know, it's exciting times we live in, so maybe we should have tea time along with our sponsor shout outs. And today I'm going to be shouting out NextGen Mobility. NextGen Mobility, it was started, I got to give you a little bit of a backstory about this company, okay? NextGen Mobility was started by a gentleman named James Van Crofton. This company was started in order to try to bring down the price of EUCs, make it more accessible for the everyday Joe. You see, up until that point, we only had a couple of options. And those couple of options kept the prices really, really high. Like so high, right? And it sucked. I'm not gonna lie. People literally, we just had to affirm ourselves into the pay as you go sort of thing. We had to affirm ourselves into EUCs because we didn't have options. And James wanted us to have an option. That's my boo. And James wanted us to have an option, right? He said, enough with that BS, enough with all of those high prices. And he started an operation and he called it NextGen Mobility. Honestly, I didn't really interact with James that much. Honestly, we had a couple of interactions that I don't think were great, which made me feel bad because everybody loved James. Everybody loved James. And so if you can't get along with James, then you've got a problem. And I feel like I had a problem because I couldn't get along with James. And that sucked, right? Because I really wanted to be able to interact with that NextGen ecosystem. Anyway, James started it. Well, after a while, this guy, Rob Fail, got into it. Rob Fail and I, we go back. We actually do. We go back. We did this great EUC video a long time ago that was actually probably pathetic by today's standards, but it was a comparison between the Master Pro V1 and the InMotion Challenger V13. And it was like our first time getting together, and it was cool, and we hung out, we went for a ride, it was awesome. And he took over for James, okay? He took over for James because unbeknownst to the rest of the world, most of the world, James actually ended up getting cancer. And so he wanted to help. While James was fighting cancer, Rob wanted to help him deal with these wheels. Because I don't know if you know, man, but it's not easy. And these customers are not gentle with their demands. They want to know where their wheel is, when their wheel is, why their wheel is there, why it's not where they are. They want to know this information 24/7. And if something goes wrong, they are not sweet, gentle bubbles they're not gentle bubbles. I don't know what a gentle bubble is, but these people are not gentle bubbles. When they get upset, they are, about their wheel. And they shouldn't be, right? I mean, maybe they should. I don't know. Maybe they could just understand that shit sometimes happens, but they don't generally. They're typically pretty livid, right? And so imagine you have cancer and you're trying to deal with a bunch of pissed off people who just want their wheel. They don't give a shit about nothing else. They just want their wheel, and you don't want them to. You don't want them to worry about the fact that you have cancer, because that would supersede any of their pissy little concerns. You want them to have a good experience. You want this company to thrive. You want them to be able to purchase wheels at a reasonable value, right? So you get Rob to do it, and Rob does it. And then you're supposed to come back. That's James. You're supposed to come back. You're not supposed to die from cancer. I know, but sometimes we do. Sometimes we do. But you're not supposed to, right? He wasn't supposed to. That wasn't part of the plan. But he did. He had 4 kids. He had a wife. They don't have their dad. She doesn't have her husband. And this company has been under attack for like the last week and a half. And I'm not gonna give the dude who's doing this the service of advertising his name. But it's been so distasteful. It's been so outlandish. It's been so bad, guys. So bad. And the thing is, the person he's attacking at NextGen Mobility, the way he's attacking them, the way he's attacking Rob, is completely inaccurate. It is not correct at all. Rob is not laughing all the way to the bank, guys. Rob failed, made a blood oath with James Van Crofton. Dudes, okay, it's like seriously, in my eyes here, he made a blood oath with another man. Do you know what that is? Do you know what that is? That is where, when you die, you take care of his family. NextGen Mobility is not paying Rob Fail all the way to the bank. NextGen Mobility is taking care of a widow and 4 kids that have been left. That's who Rob is working for. Rob makes a little bit of money, I'm not gonna lie to you, but majority of the money that NextGen Mobility makes goes to take care of a wife and 4 kids. That's all I'm gonna say. Anybody that is attacking the company of a man who tried to bring down the prices of EUCs for everyone, and he did, he succeeded. Anyone who is attacking a company that is taking care of the family left after, anyone that is attacking a man who is fulfilling a blood oath, especially in this world that we live in, with so many disgusting, horrible people doing so many horrible things, you have the nerve to attack the legacy of a man who fought to bring prices down, his family post-mortem, and a man trying to fulfill a blood oath. Bro, I stopped watching your videos a long time ago because I still want to have the chance to like you. That's why I stopped watching your content. I'm talking to you because I wanted to still have a chance to like you as a human. Okay? That's why I don't watch your content. Okay? But this right here, this is way, way, way less than anything I thought you were capable of. Way less than anything I thought you were capable of. I didn't think you could do this. I didn't think you could go that low. And if you didn't know you were attacking a dead man's legacy and his family support system, now you know. Now you know. You need to do better. And something that I fully expected when I first went to this gentleman's channel was an opportunity to learn how to find inner peace. I teach yoga like 3 times a week. I practice yoga often. This is kind of my bag, right? Meditation is my bag. I wanted to see what he had to offer, and he never offered me anything. Never, not once did he offer me anything that his channel's name implied he could offer. In fact, he always seemed to offer the opposite. And I could post all of the comments that I have found and screenshotted about how horrible that people think of this human being. Think of you, bro. Think of you. But instead, I'm gonna show you what we all wanted when we first saw your name right now. So guys, if you ever find yourself under siege by your day, by the traffic, by your neighbors, by an influencer gone haywire and trying to get clout in the most heinous ways, if you ever find any of this stuff to be the case, try this technique. It's called box breathing, square breathing, box breathing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. We're gonna breathe in for 1 second, hold it for a second, out for a second, hold it for a second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, and we're gonna do that all the way up to 5. We're gonna do that together. You don't have to hang out if you don't want to, but if you do it, you're gonna feel better, okay? So check it out. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 'Do that when you're sitting still. Don't try to do it when you're riding an electronic unicycle. It's gonna make your blood pressure kind of change a little bit. It's gonna make you feel a little bit lightheaded. But at the end of it, you're not gonna care about the stressful stuff that just happened. You're gonna find peace. Your heart rate's gonna calm down. You're gonna find your own little, I don't know how to say it. What's the word? Your inner zen. That's what you'll find if you just practice. All right, guys, if you stayed for the second half of the video and you haven't left a like and you don't subscribe to the channel, I don't know what the hell you're doing here. Thanks, guys, so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed every single bit of this layered, stacked, crazy video. I love you all, and I hope that you have a fabulous day. Enjoy your weekend. I'll try to drop some more videos then, but until then, or I'll try to drop some more videos, but until then, peace, guys.